but home is the way that we will go. Anywhere but home. We're anywhere but home. Yeah. Hey everybody, it's Papa Tico coming live from, I don't know, wherever this is. It's in between Shibuya and Shinjuku. And yeah, I wanted to go out and film some rants today. So I was like, okay, let's just go to some places that I haven't been to before. And like, let's just go check it out. So I've been around this area on the outside of it a couple times, but I haven't like driven around like suburbs and shit. So I was like, okay, why don't we just do that while we're talking about the topic today that I want to talk about. And wow, you know, like I've explored so many neighborhoods like around Tokyo and stuff, but I haven't explored this one yet. And this is like kind of like Hatsudai? Nah, I don't know where this is. It's in between Shibuya and Shinjuku. And it's just like, wow, like, you know, you always forget that like people actually live here and stuff. I know that this place is popular because they have like Tokyo University or like Keio University or something here. So we're just like, you know, we're going around where, but the thing I hate about areas like this is it got dead ends like this and shit all over it. I just want to explore. You can't turn this way? Why can't I turn this way? What do you mean? What do you mean I'm not American? What do you mean? No, there's no car. Good thing we don't have a car. But yeah, I don't know. I wanted to explore. Look at how giant that fucking house is. Holy shit. That's like one giant house. This is like, you know, it's so funny. People always think that like the rich people live in the popular areas. But it's like, you know, rich people, they live in these suburbs that just have like nobody, you know, like nobody's there kind of, or I mean like you would think nobody would live there, but then they'll just like, you'll come across some place and it's just like some giant mega fucking house or whatever, you know, it's nuts. But anyway, yeah, guys, I wanted to talk about this TV show that I absolutely loved so much. When I was probably middle school or something, I saw it originally on UPN, and it was a claymation show, and I always was interested in claymation, like just like entertainment wise. I always thought it was interesting, you know, Gumby, Wallace and Gromit, all that shit, you know. I was like, wow, like I could tell even as a kid, I'm like, yeah, I bet they had to take a bunch of pictures and then put them together, like, you know, like that was a lot of work that went into that kind of thing, you know. And anyway, yeah, look at this person. They're just hanging their clothes on their house. I love it. You get this nice new looking house and they're just like, let's just ghetto rig it. Just put some, you know, get a fucking house, like what is it, clothing line or something, you know. But anyway, yeah, I thought like, why not talk about Gary and Mike today, you know. Because I made a thumbnail. That's the thing too. I'll come up with like concept ideas for this shit, right? Like for like rants. And then I'll just make, oh, well, look at this gate. Look at that. They just, like, overrun and shit. Like, wow, that's funny. You guys couldn't see it because it's a GoPro, but the whole house was just covered in weeds. Yeah, look at this house, too. This is somebody's house. It's not even an office, right? Is this an office? No, I don't see a sign. Look at that. They got a security camera outside. That's the kind of place where they're hoarding gold or something. You got to sneak in there. Be a bandito. But yeah, I thought I'd talk about that because I just got done filming something, like another project, and I'm like, okay, well, it looks overcasty right now, right? But it will rain later, not now. And so it's gonna rain at like midnight, the weather report said. But like, God, it was so humid earlier. It was just wet. Like, it just felt like I was walking in a sauna. I mean, that's what Japanese summer is, right? Just walking in a sauna. But yeah, you know, like Gary and Mike, you know, claymation fucking show, right? And see, look, there's the main road right there. We don't want to go on the main road. We want to stay to the suburbs area kind of thing here. But yeah, and before I get into it any further, by the way, guys, I don't make any money off of these rants. So if you like these and you want to continue hearing them and having them post every week, please do me a favor and smash that like button and leave a comment. And the comment question of the day is, look at this. It's like a park in a rich area. It's got grass and trees. You know that it's a nice place when they got grass and trees. And look, it's a dead end too. I fucking hate. This is the thing about rich neighborhoods. They just fucking just. Oh, why, man? Like, give me a place to go. It's just all dead ends. It's all dead ends. I hope if anyone ever invades this country, like China or something, that they go after these neighborhoods first. Just because, like, look at this. Like, it's like a maze. What the fuck? Anyway, yeah. So, comment. I guess question of the day is: have you guys seen Gary and Mike? And if you haven't, if you have, what did you think about it? And what are some other TV shows, in your opinion, that you wish got more love from people? Let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, guys, like, I don't get enough views to make money off of this stuff. So if you want to help contribute, you can go over to patreon.com/TKOSam and sign up for random shit. We've got blogs, we got behind the scenes stuff. We have, oh, god damn it, I can't turn that way. We just left the fucking suburbs over there, and okay, we're gonna just go on the sidewalk. We're gonna get oh my god, highlights. See, that's the thing that changes everything. I got the highlights on now. Oh no, my bike is totally damaged, and I need to go on this road that totally is allowed because of like my highlights or something. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna turn now. We're gonna go back. Gonna do the thing. Okay, white guy bingo. We found one white guy so far. There we go. Yes, guys, so Patreon, we got tons of different shit around there. And if you don't like Patreon, you can always drop a super chat or become a member, or drop a membership or whatever. You go do that stuff, and it's pretty badass. It's pretty fun. Appreciate you guys for doing that. And yeah, anyway, thanks for checking it out. If you want to like go the extra mile, you can go on social media and post this video link and be like, oh my god, this is like MC Chris, I got all your mixtapes. just share the ADVJapan with the world, you know. But anyway, yeah, guys. So I just wanted to talk about that today because I don't know. I love the concept of like a road trip TV show, you know. The road trip. I mean, like when we were younger, we had like Road Rage what was it called? Road Trip or Roadhouse or something. Road Trip, or I don't know, the MTV one, whatever. You had different things like that, right? And then you had I don't know, man. I like you've got movies like Dumb and Dumber, which is about like a road trip with two friends and shit like that. And I don't know. I love movies that take place like that. You got Due Date with like Robert, that guy, name I can't remember. You know, you got all these different fucking people, right? See, now we're back in the suburbs. All this fucking hey buddy. Yeah, you look depressed. Dude, wait, that was a stop sign there. That was a stop sign, and he didn't stop at the stop sign. I was in the right for once. Wow, look at this giant fucking house. Oh my god. Oh my god, do these people have money? Look, this is like a compound here. What is going on? Holy shit. This is like all like fuck you money kind of thing. Like these guys got bunkers and shit for like when the nukes go off or something, like Fallout. This is when they've been playing Fallout too much. They got money, they played Fallout, and they're like, we need to protect ourselves against the outsiders. Can I go down this way? Yeah, I can go down this way. I just want to make sure I'm not looping in a circle or something. But yeah, I mean, this is the fun part about the rants, right? We go around and we film me talking about random shit while doing this. Look at the old lady with her dog just running right in front of the fucking thing. Like, lady, I don't want to kill your dog, but if push comes to shove, I will do what is needed of me. What? I don't know. Look at all these roads, too. They're all one-way roads, by the way. Hi, guys. Hi. Yeah. Just like random dudes being like, what? Some white guy said hello to me today on the motorcycle. It made my day. It really did. Yeah, look at that. They're just digging a hole there. Yeah, that's the thing about these areas too. It's like, I wonder how many people move here and how many people are just like inherited wealth, you know? Like, wow. Like, yeah, look at that cutie. Like, look at that little kid. That little kid has like arm protectors on, and she's wearing a school uniform, and she's only like 2 years old or something, right? It's like these, like, I mean, for like from junior high school and up, people wear uniforms, right? But you know, like for kindergarten or something. It's like, what? But yeah, anyway, I mean, like, that's the thing. If you lived in neighborhoods like this, it's like, you know, all the local places, because they don't have like McDonald's or something. They probably have convenience stores, but they don't have like chain places. You have to go on like the main road for that, you know. But yeah, that's like one of the reasons why I hate like living in a place like this, is because there's no fucking shops. You gotta walk 10 or 15 minutes just to get a fucking, you know, get a drink somewhere or whatever, right? You know, like, what the hell is this building? Is it a school? Oh, that is a school. There's giant trees and shit. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, like, back to the topic, Gary and Mike. Yeah, for all you guys who don't know, Gary and Mike was, I've wanted to make a video about this before, and maybe I made a thumbnail about it at some point that I never used, or I have a feeling I've talked about this before. I don't know, I've made like over 500 rants, so maybe I've talked about this before, but I really love that TV series, you know? It's like one of those things where it's like, what's a TV series that you wish they had kept making or whatever? And I'm like, dude, Gary and Mike. By far, Gary and Mike. Oh, I just came by here. I walked around this area already. Cool. Well, let's just keep going this way and go deeper. Let's go deeper. We're going to go further. What is it, you know? They betrayed us, but now we're going to go deeper. We're going to do the wet work that everybody else is too afraid to do. You know? Damn it, cause I'm already a demon. I'm a big poser. I never played that game, though. I wanted to play it for all of you men of culture who understand what game I'm referencing. But yeah, I don't know. We're in like Setagayaku or something now. This is like rich. This is rich neighborhood. This is like all the fucking neighborhoods where it's like that. You see like kids that are like 2 years old wearing school uniforms. You see hot young chicks, like, you know, like college chicks wearing tank tops. You know, most Japanese chicks wear like fucking baggy ass clothes most of the time. And like you get all these random shops that are not chain restaurants or whatever. I don't know, it's interesting, it's fun. Purple, yellow, mint, different. You got a guy with pink hair, you know. Oh yeah, oh, that's Tokyo University. I thought they have two Tokyo universities though. There's one here, and then there's one by, like, on the way to Akihabara or something, I think. I guess they have multiple campuses, right? But yeah, Uehara. Oh, are we in Yoyogi Uehara? Okay, I know this place. Hey John, if you still watch these videos, my buddy John from the UK. I don't think he watches my videos anymore. But John from the UK, if you still watch these videos, my buddy John used to live in Yoyogi Uehara, and he used to let me stay at his place for. He'd let me crash there when I would come from Chiba, and that was very cool of him. So thank you, John, for always letting me crash here when I lived in Chiba, and I would visit. Thank you for your service, John. Thank you for your service. Yeah, look at this. Like, again, like the rich area, tiny little roads, which, I mean, I like the tiny little roads, which is, there's a limit, right? But you blocked us off. We couldn't go the whole time, you bastard. But Gary and Mike, you know, like, it's the whole series is about two friends, and they've known each other since they were little kids, and now they've both graduated college, and Mike hasn't figured out what he wants to do. He's just kind of like, he's just a dude who just like goes with the flow and fucks hot chicks and shit. And then Gary's this like kind of loser virgin dude who, like, he means good and stuff, but he's very insecure, and he just kind of lets life shit all over him versus doing anything about it, kind of thing, you know. And you know, and it's just like, and it's a good blend. It's like a good buddy blend comedy thing, you know. And the whole thing is like, you know, Gary's gonna go on this quest that his dad, I guess they're descendants of Lewis and Clark or something. So his dad's like, you know, it's a tradition in our family to go and you know, follow the Lewis and Clark trail or whatever, right? And so you know, that's what they do. And so Gary like gets this like nice, like, you know, just fucking totally decked out SUV and shit, and like he's gonna go on this quest, you know, to find himself or whatever, become a man. And then Mike's fucking this chick, and then her dad comes home, and she was gonna marry her dad's boss's son, and so she calls off the wedding because like Mike just fucked her so good. And so I love it how like the first thing that Mike says in the series, like Gary's like you know, like the dad comes out and he's like he like shoots or something at the fucking car, and Gary's like, what the hell did you do to that guy, Mike? And Mike's like, it's more what I did to his daughter. You know, like it's just, you always, like we always love that archetype, you know, we always wanted that cool friend who's just like, he doesn't let anything get to him kind of thing, you know, like he's just kind of going with the flow kind of dude, you know, he doesn't, there's no fucks given kind of thing, right? And Gary's like this hyper sensitive, always like whining, you know, like always worried kind of dude, right? And yeah, it's just, it's fun to see the back and forth of them. And yeah, it's like, you know, and it's kind of like, not Insomniac, but like, you know, that old show Insomniac with Dave Attell, how he would go to like different cities and like show off the nightlife and stuff. And it was cool because every episode he was in a new place, you know, he was in a different part of town or whatever. What's this place? Adrift, Space Rental, Universal Bakes, Tokyo Vegan. See, this is the kind of shit that fucking rich people, they're like, I need to have a bicycle and go to a vegan bakery. What? And it's like, it was fun though, because it's like, you know, Gary and Mike, like, you know, every episode they would go to a new place. Look at this guy, he's just got Mexican restaurant. See, again, it's all this local shit, all these tequila bottles outside. Yeah. And like, so in every episode Gary and Mike would be in a different place. And in one episode they're in New York, and another one they're in like Washington DC, and another one they're in Florida and stuff. And it's just, it was so fun. It's so fun to see them like interacting with people and just going around America. And like, I don't know, it's just the humor lands so well, and the writing is so awesome. And you know, I bet there's a podcast episode or something out there that explains what exactly happened with the TV show, right? Can I go through here? It looks like I can go through here. There's no sign that says I can't go through here. Well, I bet these cops can tell me if I'm... No. There's no sign. There was no sign saying you cannot drive through here. Oh, there's a guy on a motorcycle behind me too, so makes sense. Let's just keep driving around here. It's eye candy. Yeah, I mean, like that was like the super cool thing about Gary and Mike, is that it's just like, you know, it was all about like these two dudes finding themselves and becoming better people, not because they're the same, but because they're so different. Like they bounce off each other so well that they always have lessons to teach each other. And like, despite fighting or like getting in arguments like brothers would or whatever, you know, they've got like, you know, they're always, they have each other's backs. And like there's one episode where a lot of good stuff happens to look at these people, their fucking Instagram pictures. I mean, I'm making a YouTube video, so I'm not any better, but you know, stuff. Karaoke Asian. I want karaoke black. I don't want karaoke Asian. God, where am I right now? There's a Wendy's and shit. Look at this. It's like affluent white people place. Where am I? Oh, this is Shimokitazawa? How the fuck did I get to Shimokitazawa all of a sudden? No wonder this place looks all fucking like Jersey Shore, Cape Cod kind of shit. Look at this 100 yen game center. Where the fuck? Did I go by the train station or something? I didn't even know. What? A guy without a shirt on? Like, what's the dealio here? What's going on? What's the message? Aroma healing, Don Quixote. I love Paris. What? This is, I don't know, man. This is funny. God, I haven't been. I went to Shimokitazawa for like a transfer or whatever, right? Like a train transfer. But I don't think I've been in this area, like walking around in like forever. Probably like 10 plus years. I was wondering why it's like so funky, because like, you know, there's like the hip areas of Tokyo, right, where it's just rich people, and it's like, why is it hip? It's like, oh, because rich people like, you know, random shit or whatever. But then you see like all these other people too, and then you know the kind of people that like hang out in Manhattan and shit, you know, Lower East Side kind kind of fagolas and stuff. And yeah, but look at this. This is just I remember the Gyoza no Osho. Look at that. That's the way to the train station. Yeah, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Yeah, look at this. Like, people go here for like the vintage clothing or something, right? Why is this place famous? Look at that chick. She wasn't even wearing a bra. Holy fuck. I want to make friends with her. I want to make friends with these people. Okay. Look, you got tall like basketball player dudes and shit. Like, this is the cool place that the rich kids go to, where they're like, this is cool. My mom has green dyed hair and something, I don't know. It's interesting. That's funny. That was like so unintentional to come here, you know, to come to this random place. I'm gonna go down this street, see what's down here. Like, it is funny because, like, look at all this graffiti, right? Like, but nobody gives a shit. There's graffiti and stuff. There's like a little juku in somebody's house. Like, what the hell, man? Like, I never go around this area. This is a fun trip today, guys. Like, we're just exploring or checking it out. You got a Japanese chick wearing a thong and yoga pants. Like, fucking A. Gary and Mike would be proud here. What would we call it? The Mike and Gary show? Oh yeah, that's a dead end. I want to loop around though. We're gonna loop around and go back up that hill that I saw earlier. But yeah, I love the idea of Gary and Mike as a concept. You know, it's like, it's two friends, you know, and it's just like it's so funny because, like, it reminds me kind of Afro Tanaka. I forgot which series of Afro Tanaka. Look at that, just abandoned motorcycle. I forgot which manga series of Afro Tanaka because there's like 6 or 7. But in one of them, Afro Tanaka's like, I'm going to go on a journey across Japan on a scooter to find myself. And then his friend Murata, he's like, I want to come too. But Murata doesn't have a motorcycle license. And so, like, he's just going to be luggage. Like, he's just going to be, like, you know, I mean, he can contribute money-wise or whatever to the trip, but, like, he can't even drive. So, like, it isn't like they can switch off or whatever, you know? And so, like, that's like a fighting point in like that series, is that they're all complaining. He's like, you can't even ride, man. Like, I have to I'm the one who always has to be driving and shit, blah, blah, blah. And, but, like, that's the thing with Gary and Mike. Like, in the first episode, Gary's SUV gets stolen, and they go to the police impound to get the bike back. And look at her. Wow, she is looking attractive. Holy shit. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Lady, you've got it going on. You know, and then they go to the police impound, and they get this car that has no top to it. Like this, like, what do you call it? What do you call it when like a convertible or something, but the top is broken? And yeah, they get this car and they just go, you know, and like they basically start the trip from zero. They have no money. They're just kind of drifting from town to town. They do odd jobs to make cash, and then they, you know, and they explore and they meet people along the way, and that's so fun. You know, that's so cool. Like I mean, the whole thing is like getting out of your comfort zone. And like I like just the lyrics of the song too. It's like, you know, anywhere but home. You know, anywhere but home is the way that we will go. Anywhere but home. We're anywhere but home. Okay, see, there was a thing that said you can't drive through there, right? But there wasn't one on the very end over there too. So it's like, obviously they made that so the post office dudes can still get in here. Look, they got a surfboard and shit here too. Look at this. You got like a random shitty old house, right? And then you got like, you know, newer buildings and shit too. It's interesting. But yeah, I mean, like, the whole thing is just like, you just go anywhere, just not home, you know? We're anywhere but home. And, you know, like, they go to Las Vegas. They do all this random shit, and it's so cool, right? You know, like, they really explore. And I loved that about Gary and Mike, you know. It was just like they don't know what exactly they're doing, but they're doing it. And like that's, you know, it's like when you want something, Frylock, that's a responsibility. Yeah, Streamer. There's a coffee company called Streamer. Okay. Yeah, I don't even know where we are right now. Like we're in the Oda Q line, you know. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting being in this area. Like, wow, I have seen so many fucking, like, I had a friend who moved to Nakameguro, or like whatever, I don't know, whatever areas are around Nakameguro, like Daikanyama or something. They were like, there's so many white people everywhere. There's so many fucking whiteys and stuff. And I'm like, well, if you go to Shinokubo, there's a lot of Korean and Chinese. And I guess, yeah, it makes sense. If you go to like the richer areas of Tokyo, aka this kind of place, then there's going to be more affluent white people, because there's obviously like more shops for them to like enjoy, right? So what time are we at right now? We're at 48? No, 27 minutes. Okay. Yeah, that's one thing I'm doing with these videos is like I try to go for at least an hour with these rants, you know, but if I can't go for an hour, then I'll go home and I'll just finish up the rest later. What train station is this? Like, look at how nice this train station is, and like how like kind of how quaint it is. What is this train station? This is Setagaya Data? What? Setagaya Daila. Setagaya Daila Station, or Daita Station. Daita Station. Okay. Cool. Yeah, like that's like there's the train line, there's the Oda Q line, and like I guess if you guys want to go super hipster douchebaggy part of this, you could go on the KU line, Kenkyu line, KO line, or you could go on the Oda Q line. But you know, remember, like everybody lives on those train lines too, though. So it's like anytime you go into the inner city, like it's always going to be crowded and shit, you know. Like look at these chicks; they're all wearing like fucking, like skin tight fucking like blouses and shit, or what do you call it, like the tank tops and stuff. Look at this too. Like they got like parking out here and everything. What the hell is even this place? Is this somebody's house? Fuck, man. I gotta ride around these areas more, you know, kind of thing. Look at this. Aw, look at the cute little kids, and they're wearing like fucking brand name clothing and shit. Only my kid dresses in Abercrombie and Fitch, because that's the way that we look. Oh yeah, let's see, can I get through here? Don't hit me. Yeah, there's not even a mirror to like look at the blind spot. The fuck? Yeah, look at that, look at that, look at that. Let's go over here really quick. I want to show you guys that view. Look at that. So they got like a... Look at that. Oh, I knew it. I knew there was a graveyard or something here. Check that out, guys. And it's just like on a hill looking over that way. It's probably, if we came from that way in Shimokizawa, then this way is more Tokyo, like West Tokyo and Kanagawa. You can tell because there's no mountains and shit. Usually if there's mountains, that's like West Tokyo, or Yamanashi. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people like areas like this because it feels like a suburb, but it's not like a cheap ass suburb, and it's like near Tokyo, but it's like when people have money, they can afford like nice cars like that or something, you know. And so they feel, even if they live in a cheap ass shitty apartment that's like old and shit, they're like, hey, at least I'm around people with money. And I guess that's kind of like, I mean, if you want to like marry like a rich chick or something, I bet that's nice, you know, being around that. I don't know. What about you guys? Like, do you guys, like watching me, do you live, like what kind of area do you live in? I remember growing up, you know, I moved around a lot as a kid, and you know, there was at least once or twice where we lived in a rich neighborhood. We weren't rich, but we had like an apartment that we could afford that was in a rich area of town. And look at all these fucking cords, dude. Look at this. This is like India shit right here. God damn. Look at that. Somebody's just like, hey, we're gonna just put this by your house. I bet they probably got paid though a lot for having that. Like, look, it just goes straight like that. This is so Neon Genesis Evangelion, you know, kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, like, when people, like, do you guys live in areas like this where it's like affluent, you know? Because I think a lot of this stuff is like, it's kind of like generational wealth. Like, they get passed down further and further. It always boggles my mind, you know? Because, like, I am not rich. Hell, I'm not even middle class. I'm like poverty. And I'm not saying that pridefully. I'd like to get more money. I feel like rich is like more of like a mindset, you know? It's like being around people that have options. Like, I saw this Twitter post the other day, and it showed a picture of the Monopoly board, and it's like, imagine if you were just you went around this a bunch of times and you didn't buy any properties or utilities or investments, and you just collected $200 and you never went, and like you just didn't go to jail. And they're like, that's what fucking most people do with their life. They don't buy investments, they don't make their money work for them, they just have their money, they spend it, you know? They don't try to, I mean, I guess there's people with like Roth IRAs or like mutual funds and shit, but there's not a lot of people that have their money that work for them, you know? And yeah, you know, you got to think about it, right? Like, you got to think more like, I mean, that's why it's like I don't mind living below my needs, because it's like, as long as I have that little, you know, 30K test, there's like a video thing going on over there. Do you see that? See if we can go in here and like kind of loop around and see what those guys are filming. But yeah, it's like you get 30K as emergency money, and then you get and then you just spend the rest of the money on emergency funds or whatever. Oh, look, see, they've got like these guys for filming or whatever. Oh, they're filming a movie. Oh, they're filming a TV show there. Oh, that's why. Where are they running these cables from? Dude, look at the cables. Oh, yeah. They got like oh, they're running it from like a truck or something, like a generator they put over there. Oh, that's so cool. We like went by a movie shooting thing, guys. I don't even think that's for porn. Like, look at that. We're just going through the neighborhoods, man. See, this is more like American-ish right now. It's all like square grid style roads and shit. Yeah. God, I'm getting so lost around here. I don't even know where the fuck I am. But it's fun, though. I mean, like, this is like one of the fun things about being in Japan. You just go, oh, dude, I didn't put on my Relive app. God damn it. I have an app on my phone that tracks the GPS where I'm going and all these different fucking... I gotta remember to turn that on next time. I'm using this shit. Damn it. I would have loved to put that at the end of the videos. I need to do that from now on. Fuck. Next time I make the bike video, make a Relive app so you guys can see all the random fucking stuff that I went through and did this shit, you know? Anyway, that's Roppongi Minato or whatever. So that means I'm facing east, I think. And if that's the case, then yeah. Okay, that's Minato Mirai, I think. I don't know, I gotta double check. But see, I wish I had like a compass on here, but I'm pretty sure compasses don't work with like electric fields or something. So like, even if you put a compass on a car, it wouldn't work because of the battery or something. Yeah, but like my internal compass tells me that this is north, that's westish, or maybe not. Oh, fuck, I don't know. Look at this person, they're on the little scooter. They're on an adventure, they're going somewhere. They're going to find their dad. And look, it's just Shiba Inu. Oh my god, you cute little poopers. I love the Shiba, it's just so cute and poopy like. Oh, look at these dudes. What are they doing? They're just hanging out down the street. Same old thing. Oh, white people bingo. That's like the 5th white people we've seen here so far. It's like we live in Tokyo, the most international city in all of Japan or something. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think in the comment section about like all these obvious foreigners? Because I think to be fair, most of the foreigners that are in Japan, they're all like Asian. Like if you're talking numbers wise, you know, you got Japanese, you got like Chinese, Korean, Vietnamese, all this shit, you know, all this different, all this like similar stuff, you know. Okay, where are we now? Where are we now? What is this? Keio Shimokitazawa Station. What? We're back at Shimokitazawa. What the hell? Or as my Vietnamese friends would say, what the hell? Yeah, there we go. That's culturally sensitive. Oh yeah. I wonder how many people's minds I'm blowing by just like this fat guy in his like green shirt just like busting by everybody. Okay, and I can't go that way. That's a walking way. I feel like they have multiple Shimokitazawa stations or something, you know? Hikokushijo Academy. Oh, shit. Yeah, this is like affluent neighborhood kind of stuff. I mean, to be fair, like there's affluent neighborhoods and then there's a, god damn it, not this way. Dead end. I guess I gotta go around. Okay. What's up, dude? Yeah, what's up, guys? Okay. Don't be a fool. Stay in school. Yeah, that's right, guys. Yeah. Remember, Mr. T pities the fool who don't drink milk. Yeah, that's right. Okay, guys. See you. Have fun. See you guys. Yeah. Oh, hello. Yeah. Kimpatsu Banzai. Yeah. Save Gaza. Oh, fucking A. Boycott Starbucks. Yeah. Yeah. That must be really convenient and easy for you guys to say from your fucking, from your affluent little burger and cafe diner places. That's funny. I like being, you know, that is like one of the nice things about being a foreigner in Japan is that like, despite everybody wanting it to be, or at least the younger generations wanting it to be new and different and cool and hip or whatever, it's like still a lot of people are like still, they're stuck in their like cookie cutter, boring kind of setting, you know? And so it's like when you can be that guy who's like kind of that outlier, AKA me, like some dude who's just like, he's willing to look weird and be kind of on the outskirts of all this shit, it kind of gives them permission to be on the outskirts too and be like, kind of embrace their individuality and stuff, at least for a short moment, you know? And that's cool. I like being that guy for Japanese society, for people here. It's like they feel, I mean, like I remember I heard something a while ago where it's like Japanese people love tourists, but they hate foreigners who are like residents here. And I think that's kind of like half true, you know? I think that people love people that come to Japan because they really love it here, but then they don't like people that live here just because they're not held up to the same standard as Japanese people, because foreigners are obviously not supposed to be able to know Japanese customs, because if they did know Japanese customs, like all the way customs, then that would mean that Japan is not unique to Japanese people, and then they would be like lower than other people. And I don't think Japan likes having that reminder of like that possibility that could be a thing, right? And can I go through here? Nah, I'm not gonna chance it. Scooching it back. Bringing it back. One of my viewers, he was like he was like joking that the only way for America to get back to like being awesome is to like, you know, not just slapping women but punching women, like go full massive, go like full like misogynist, you know, like in old movies they didn't just slap women, they punched them, especially when they were wrong, you know. We got to bring it back. I'm like, I don't know about that, man, but nah, I mean, I was trying to make a point earlier though, and it's just like, yeah, I think that Japanese people, they hold themselves in like lower regards than Westerners. And I think it's just because they see Western society as being like harsher to live in. Like, you know, there's more danger, you have to have more money, it's more of like a debt society kind of thing, you know? But you know, it's like with Asia, like, but they know that they're a way better country climate-wise and economy-wise and freedom-wise than compared to their neighbors like fucking China or Korea or whatever. Like, you know, it's fairly easy to be middle class in Japan. if you're willing to work for it, you know. And yeah, I think, but like Japanese people still, compared to Westerners, they're like, oh man, like I could never live in America. That stuff's just too different. It's too weird, you know. And I'm like, well, you know, it's not that bad. But yeah, are we going back to the main road now? It looks like we're going towards the main road kind of stuff. Yeah, buddy. Okay. And oh my God, I have a feeling I need to go that way. I just have a feeling that we want to go that way. If that's where Shimokitazawa Station is, then we'll probably want to go more that way or go this way. I don't know. God, it's like rush hour. Everybody and their mom's in traffic right now. Fucking A. But yeah, anyway, it's just like Omori Eki. This goes to Omori Eki. Yeah, then we probably want to go like do a Yui or something. Aw, damn it, they made it hard to do a Yui here. There's nothing that says we can't do a Yui though. I mean, there's that line there, but there's no U-turn thing, sign or whatever. Yeah, if that goes to Omori, that's towards Shinagawa, and we want to go the opposite way. So it's green, yay! Wonderful times. But yeah, I think it's just like I like being that guy for Japanese people though, where it's just like, oh yeah, like, you know, life is not, it doesn't need to be that shitty, you know. And like this guy's a reminder that it's okay. But the thing is that, like, again, I think that when they see you and you've been here for that long and you speak the language and you obviously know the culture, but then there's parts of the culture where you don't decide to participate, then yeah, they're like, what the fuck? And then when you do participate, they're like, what the fuck? I thought we were special, you know? Like, I get it when like Chinese people or Korean people try to be part of the culture, because it's like, you know, like obviously we're better than them because we're Japanese and blah 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 blah. And it's like, you know, like they came to our country, of course they're gonna follow the things, and they know they're Asian, they get the deal, you know. But it's like, you know, with Westerners, they see it as such like a different concept that they're like, yeah, of course they wouldn't get it, you know. But I still, with that being said though, I really do think that if you come to Japan, you should try to assimilate as much as possible, at least in the first year, you know. Like, don't hang around with other foreigners, or if you do hang around with foreigners, make sure they're fluent in Japanese so they can teach you some stuff, you know, all this different shit. It's really nice. It's cool, you know. Wait, Kananadori, what? Uh-oh, maybe I was wanting to go the other way. Setagaya, we're going like deeper west. I don't want to go west. Are we on 318 right now? No, we're not in Kananadori. Shit. We're going on the outside right now. Yeah. These goddamn roads. Yeah, shit. I don't know if I can talk to a biker or somebody in a car. I could just pull over and check my GPS, but where's the fun in that, you know? You want to actually talk to somebody and, like, you know. Yeah. But anyway, I don't know. I mean, like, that's the whole thing. You just, like, you live here, you have fun, you do the thing. Oh, does that say Shinjuku? This is Harajuku. Okay, good. Good. Down, down, down. Red Knight going down. Down, down, down. Harajuku, okay. What, did somebody honk at me? No, they honked at another person or something. They better not honk at me. We'll go revive your baby boy. Fucking better. Okay, not this road. It's the next one? Or is it this one? It's this one. God damn it. Yes, okay, I know where we are now. I know where everyone calm down. Calm down. I'm talking to you over there. You calm down right now. I know exactly where we are. If we take this road all the way, then we can get to Meiji Dori, and then from there we can get to Shinjuku. See, that's the thing. Like, if you have a car in Tokyo, you have to memorize all of, not just the roads, but the shortcuts. Because unlike my motorcycle where you can cut through traffic, if you're in a car, you can't cut through traffic. So you got to learn the shortcuts. I remember I had this boss here, and you know, she had a driver, but when the driver couldn't drop the kids off, she'd have to drop the kids off. And yeah, and she would just like, I remember I would come with her sometimes to drop the kids off, and just so we could talk and stuff. And I remember she knew all these fucking shortcuts, and she's like, "Do you know these roads, Sam Sensei?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know the major roads." And I was like, "I don't know these side roads that you're going on." And she's like, "Aren't you ever stuck in traffic?" I'm like, "No, are you kidding? I just skip to the front of the line most of the time, you know." But yeah, okay, I've learned my lesson. If I see these fucking buildings, this is a great thing about the landmarks, right? As long as you see these buildings over there, you want to go towards them. Okay, I've learned that. I've learned my lesson. But yeah, fuck, Gary and Mike. I wanted this to be about Gary and Mike. It's mostly about just random rambling. I mean, but that's the fun thing about these motorcycle rants, is that, like, when I'm at home, I'm more concentrated, I'm more focused, and I can stay on topic. But here, it's like, I'm like, you know, part of the rants, or half of it or more, is like me interacting with like what's going on and what I'm driving around and stuff, you know. And that's where part of the fun is. Look at this guy on his scooter. Look at this guy on the scooter. I always thought that if you ride one of those scooters, you want to ride it like a skateboard or something, you know, like, you know, like ride it goofy or whatever. Brum 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 brum. Get your motor running. Look at that. There's a plane in the sky too. Yeah, I just, you know, Gary and Mike, like, I love that show because it reminded me that it's like, you know, like, if you're looking for something, you have to go out and find it. Like, you're never gonna find it just staying in the same place. You know, like, there's that movie Up in the Air or something with George Clooney, and he's like a consultant, but also he does like seminars or something about minimalism or something. And, you know, he's like, we humans are like sharks. If we're not moving, if we're not constantly progressing, we're dying, right? And I honestly feel like that's one of the reasons why old people get dementia, or why they get like muscle atrophy or whatever that's called. Like, you know, like they get like weak muscles, weak mind, is because they're not stimulating their stuff. And one of the ways that you don't stimulate is like you're outside, you're always in the same shit all the time. Like, I have a friend right now who is like, he's taking care of his mom, and like he moved out of America, and then his dad died, and now his mom is like, she's like mentally there, but she's just physically weak. And you know, my friend, his kids are grown up, you know, and he's not retired, but like, you know, his job's not really that important. He's going to inherit a lot of money from his mom when she dies. So he just kind of quit his job. His wife's just staying in Japan, and he went back home to take care of his mom. And I guess it's hard to bring old people over here. And like, I don't think his mom wanted to come here anyway. I mean, she's got a giant house in America. But, you know, he was just, I was asking him, I'm like, why don't you just like pay for one of those like live-in nannies or whatever you call it, like the Jamaican lady from The Sopranos. And he's like, you know how expensive that shit is? I was like, no. And he's like, it's really fucking expensive. And then you gotta like worry about like insurance problems and shit too. And I was like, that fucking sucks, dude. And so yeah, well, anyway, he's back taking care of his mom. And you know, it's like, she can't move. She hurt herself or something. Like, he has to do everything for her. He has to, like, you know, wipe her ass and everything. He's got to like, you know, like old people, they just take forever to heal or something. So it's just like, you know, he has to do all this stuff for her. And I bet he could afford it. I bet he could afford to like get like a Jamaican lady or something, but I bet he's just worried that they would poison her and get her to change her will to like, I will, yes, everything goes to Juanita. Juanita is my sole heir. But I'm just saying, like, his mom is like, she's so weak, and she's not dementia, but she's just like, she has no friends, she has no community, she has nothing to challenge her, and no obligations. And when you do, and like they live in like a fucking, North Carolina or something, like on the like on the coastline or something. I don't know, someplace like that. And it's like, but it's all other just like old rich white people, and so there's like no community, there's nothing to do, and like you have to take a car to get everywhere. So like people don't walk, they don't go to the park, they don't do anything, you know. And it's like, that's the great thing about Tokyo, is like there's always cool shit to see. There's always like, you gotta stay strong, you know. Like there's stairs everywhere, they don't have escalators and shit. So like if you want to go, you know, like if you're gonna, you need to be able to walk up the stair. I mean, like that's the thing that's like, I'm so I mean, people give me shit about being fat. It's like, how can you be fat in Tokyo? There's so much stuff you got to do. And, you know, like, how do you not just naturally lose weight from being here? You know, and I'm like, yeah, I think this is kind of partially part of the reason. But, you know, I mean, at the same time, what are you doing, right? I mean, like, you got to take the good or the bad. And, but I'd rather be here than in the countryside somewhere where I'm taking the car or the motorcycle everywhere. I mean, like, that's the great thing about Tokyo. I can just park it somewhere and then I just go walk, you know. They got parking all around the city. I mean, it's not legal parking, but you know, that's like that quote where it's like, my neighbors listen to good music even when they don't want to. You know, my neighbors love my music so much they threw a brick through my window so they could hear it louder, you know. Yeah, just stupid shit like that. Yeah. Oh, what did I do today for food? I just had a coffee and rice balls. That's all I had. I could go down this road and I could go to Harry's Sandwich Shop. If you guys ever want a good place to go to, Harry's Sandwich Shop is great. It's in Harajuku, and they have motorcycle parking nearby. So you should definitely check that out. But yeah, I mean, like, the whole thing is just like, I think that when people say, oh, it's so hard to go out and do something, it's so hard to do blah, 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 I think it's like, it's not hard, it's just different, right? Like when people say learning Japanese is so hard, I'm like, well, if you compare it to learning other languages, sure, you know, like, because the whole system, the whole like grammar, the alphabet is like, yeah, compared to other alphabets, it's hard, but like you're not looking at the overall picture here. It's not like a higher point on a mountain. It's just a different island, you know. It's like a different island of different stuff and different obstacles, but it's not harder, it's just different. And like, I think the same thing with like, you know, it's like Gary and Mike is like a great reminder that it's like, people are like, oh, well, it's good to like go and be crazy and do crazy stuff while you're old or while you're younger, because it's going to be a lot harder when you're older. And I'm like, why? It's like, well, I won't be able to get a career again. What's a career to you? Something where I'm making like $5,000 a month and I'm living like, I don't know, I feel like everybody has like such high standards of living that they're like, oh no, like, and so like I have a friend right now and she's a bikini booth babe, and she really wants to go abroad, and I think that they have I think they set the limit to like 35 or something now for working holiday, but she's worried that if she goes abroad, because she has a great job where she gets paid to be a bikini babe right now, and she's worried that if she goes abroad, she's gonna like, she might lose her looks, and then she'll lose this like job that like pays her really well, and she works like 3 days a week, and that's enough to pay the bills because she just gets paid so high for these tiny like jobs, you know. And she's like, well, but she really wants to go abroad. She really wants to learn a language and, you know, get that hot, sexy Norwegian-looking boyfriend or something. And yeah, you know, I mean, like, everything's a compromise though, right? You know, you got to take the good or the bad kind of shit. And, you know, I see, it's like same thing about like, if you stay home all the whole time, sure, you might be able to build something up. Like I you know, that's the thing about like being on YouTube and like meeting you guys, meeting the subscribers. Like I have one guy, and I know if you're watching, Mr. Bringing It Back, if you're here, I've had this viewer of mine, and I've had like multiple people re-sign up for my tours and stuff, and they're awesome. They're my favorite subscriber because they see value in me and they give me cash. But this guy, he's signed up for multiple tours, and he is kind of running out the clock at his job so he can fully retire and sell his house, and he'd like to live here. And I think that more than ever, like for people like him that will probably never learn Japanese to a conversational level, now would be the time, because like Japan needs more people with money and skills that might not know Japanese, but they can contribute like that. You know, they can put all their money in a Japanese bank kind of thing. And you know, like that's the thing, right? It's like, you know, no matter how much you want to criticize America, all these people that are always like, we're expats in Mexico or in Bali or in Vietnam. And I'm like, okay, so what you're saying is that the dollar is so good that you can live pretty well in all these other countries, but if you actually got a job in those countries, you would be living poor like everybody else. Yeah, so it's like, I don't know what that says though. Like, that just means your cost and like quality of living is better, but it wouldn't say like you have better opportunities, or maybe you do, I don't know. But why was that guy driving so fucking slow? But yeah, I mean, I think like you know, staying in the same place always, all the time, that's not gonna help you grow. You know, you need to get out, you need to fucking go explore, you need to have an adventure. Like, I had a friend back home, he loves philosophy. And I know if you're watching this, motherfucker, I know you're probably watching this, and he loves philosophy. He always talks about Nietzsche and like Socrates and all this shit or whatever, right? And he's just like, yeah, man, philosophy. But the motherfucker's never left, like, he's left the US, but all he's ever done is go to like white people, English speaking countries. Like, he's never gotten outside of his comfort zone. He's always been with Westerners. I think he went to like England and like Canada or something. Like, you know, it's not a lot to, like, you know, if you're going to get out of your comfort zone, you need to go to a place where you can't use English, where you have no friends, you know, where you're completely lost, you know. Like, the best way for growth is through trauma and getting outside your comfort zone. And you're not going to do that going to Canada or Australia or something, you know. And I mean, but a good way, but that's a first place to start. Like, that's a good way to start if you're too afraid, you know. Like, yeah, like going on a road trip. Like, hell, even Bryan Cranston has that funny story how he was wanted for murder and stuff, because him and his brother went on a motorcycle trip in America, and they worked with some guy, and they were like, yeah, they made a joke about like, if anyone was ever going to get killed, it's that guy. Because that guy's a fucking asshole. And then that guy got killed, and they had like left town by then. And yeah, I mean, but the thing is, it's like, yeah, like that's the whole experience, right? Like, kind of doing like a digital nomad or whatever you want to call it, like nomadic lifestyle, you know. Like, even that guy Nomad Push or whatever, that Oriental Pearl, like she promoted and stuff in that video, like you know, he got so much money within the first month after she promoted his stuff that he's like, I have enough money to rent an apartment now. And he's like, but the whole reason why people donated is because I'm homeless, you know. And he's like, so if people, you know, if I stop being homeless, will people keep donating? And it's like, well, at that point, it's like you're homeless because it's content. You want to go explore. You're like Golden Boy. You're like Kentaro or something, you know, Kentaro or something. You're like, you're going out on an adventure, and you're living in a tent, and you're doing these part-time jobs and shit. And yeah, I don't know, man. It's just I mean, like, that would be so fun. I mean, like, that's what I'd love to do. I'd just like to buy a fucking apartment or condo. I made it, yeah. Buy a condo in Kabukicho or something, and then just go on a Japan trip, you know, get my motorcycle, get a tent, and just like go to towns or something and do like part-time jobs or something, live in a tent, do the whole Kentaro thing or whatever, you know. I think that would be fun. That'd be cool. Oh man. Itchy nose. How long have we been? Oh my god, we've been doing it over an hour now. This is cool. Yeah, that is one nice thing about like foreign tourists or whatever that come here. They wear sexy clothes and they have tattoos, and I don't know, it's like that balance, right? You gotta get that balance going and stuff, and that's pretty cool. But anyway, we've been going for almost an hour now. It's funny, I went down this road last night. I went to like Oriental Pearl's house, and I was coming home, and it was like 2 or 3 a.m. here, and like yeah, I love Oriental Pearl's husband too. He's like, he doesn't get like slurry drunk or aggressive angry drunk. He just gets like, okay, I'm tired, I'm going to bed drunk. And yeah, I was like, okay, yeah, okay, it's time to go. It's about 2 a.m. and I'm coming down this road, and like, you would think office buildings and lights and shit, because there's like tall buildings, but it was just all dark. And then like even the street lights were dark too. And I was like, what the fuck, is this the same town? What is this, like Alice in Borderland kind of shit? It was so cool. But yeah, I don't know. This like the whole city is always evolving. There's always buildings coming down and buildings coming up. This thing was lit up. The manga cafe thing, that was like the only thing lit up at 2 a.m. And it was crazy. Like all these people are here right now, right? Like hundreds of thousands of people going through this train station throughout the whole day. And then like there was nobody here. There was nobody on this road. It's fucking crazy. It's cool. Yeah. Anyway, guys. Yeah, I think it's 1 hour. Wow, I'm so proud that this battery lasted this long. This is awesome. But anyway, yeah, we had a fun time going through the fucking suburbs of Tokyo and all this shit and everything. And yeah, it was nice. It was cool. It was good. Purple, yellow, mint, different, cool. But yeah, guys. Anyway, come on, baby, sign the tree. I think my brake pads are out because it's like the brakes are already kind of they're flexing hard. Look at this person. What are you doing? I called dibs first. Look at you just cutting in here, being a woman. You don't even have a mirror. You have an LCD screen. Look at you. Look at you. Who hurt you? Who hurt you, lady? You let me know who hurt you. But anyway, yeah, guys, I guess that's going to be it for today's video. And that's an awesome movie theater, by the way, over there. Let me know what you guys think about Gary and Mike in the comments down below. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna get back and do some stuff. It was a red light, lady. What are you doing? I think like my suspension is a little broken in here. I don't know. It keeps wobbling like boom, 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 boom. Is that what suspension is supposed to do, Zors? Anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. Don't forget to check out the live stream afterwards. I'll see you guys then. Peace out.